In this installment, we're going to be going over the NFL bet slate for Halloween night, Thursday night football, Texans versus Jets. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our Thursday night football matchup on Halloween between the New York Jets and the Houston Texans. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetChefD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91. And don't forget about that Patreon. Right now, we're at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 8.56 thousand subscribers. This is the road to 10K, and we're well on our way because you guys keep showing up each and every single day. If you're already subscribed, continue to like and comment. That helps the YouTube algorithm so we can grow to a much broader audience. All right. Now, for last night's plays in baseball and basketball. Basketball was hit or miss, but in baseball we had the New York Yankees. We still got the future on the Dodgers, obviously, and they're trending. That's trending in the correct direction. So if you want, like I said, if you want the winning plays, I had this future out at the beginning of the season, like the first week of the season. Take the Dodgers. I had it out there. All right, the futures for NBA and NFL are about to come out probably in the next 7 days. If you want to sign out and find out the futures for this year in those two leagues, you sign up right now to that description link down below. You do not want to miss out. Where everyone that was here for the full ride is going to cash in on this future, and I'm trying to have you guys cash in on the next two ones coming up as well. So you go to that link provided down below, you sign up, click link, and get connected. You're going to get daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. I'm so excited to announce I have partnered with BetStamp and Sign Up Expert to provide you guys with an easier way to sign up with any sportsbook in your area. If you go to the link in the description down below, you will be directed to this page you see here. It automatically displays all available sportsbooks in your area plus their current promotions. For example, you could take the plays given in this video and apply it to any other sportsbooks you don't currently have and reap the rewards. Now let's get into the slate. For Halloween night, we have a very special matchup here in MetLife Stadium. New York Jets 2-6 going up against the Houston Texans 6-2 here. Looking at the current odds, this line here is the Jets favorited. Jets home favorites here, -125. Despite the fact that everyone being sick of the Jets, this line is still Jets on the money line as favorites with the comeback of the Texans at a +105. Point spread at a 1.5. Total points set at 42. All right. For the public bet percentage here, we have 53% of the bets towards the Texans, and then we have 95% of the money. 95% of the money towards the Texans as road underdogs here. Point spread, 83% of the bets, 86% of the money all over the Texans to cover the 1.5. And then for the total, we have the total 80% of the bets, 90% of the money towards the over 42. All right. We're going to talk about that very soon. Let's look into this injury report here for the Jets. We're going to hope for good news for the two starting safeties for the Jets, Tony Adams and Ashton Davis. Davis is going through concussion protocol. Tony Adams going through hamstring issues. The positive for the Jets in the secondary, they got both of their starting corners back. So DJ Reed is fine and Sauce Gardner is fine. Alan Lazard is most likely going to miss this game, and CJ Mosley is going to most likely miss this game. Just stay tuned to injury report on Wednesday for those two players. Hopefully Elijah Vera Tucker can get into this game as well. We're going to see if he gets a limited on Wednesday for him and on the offensive line there at guard. Michael Carter is fine. Everyone else seems to be fine. Right now for the Jets, the reason why they lost that game is because poor kicking from Greg the Leg yet again. He has cost this team around 3 losses this year, and that game against the Patriots, they could have easily won. It did not have to come down to that last final drive there, and they would have had enough points to win this game if Greg Zuerlein was able to make an extra point and a field goal. All right, 4 huge points there that cost the Jets yet again. They're doing a kicker competition. They have not made their decision yet. We'll see. It's going to be Wednesday. They're going to make their final decision on who's going to be the starting kicker for Thursday night. All right, so that's going to be pretty important there for the Jets to keep winning these close games. All right, you can't have these field goal kickers here coming out there and destroying all the momentum that you built, especially if you're coming down on a big drive, you're trying to get 3 or trying to solidify a touchdown drive, and these are crucial points, okay? For the Houston Texans, they have had horrible news to their offensive side of the ball in the wide receiver position. Nico Collins is out still, and then Stephon Diggs tore his ACL in the previous game. So it's all Tank Dell, Xavier Hutchinson, Robert Woods, John Mechie, those guys. So they're down to their number 3, 4, and 5 wide receivers there. I still love Tank Dell, but losing Stephon Diggs, that's going to be a huge loss for CJ Stroud in this offense. They're going to have to rely on Tank Dell, and we're going to have to rely on Dalton Schultz a little bit more. And let's see if some of those secondary guys can step up. For the injury report here, guys that are probably going to be out is Jared Patterson, center, and Dameon Pierce, running back. All right, they got 2 DNPs. Everyone else seems to be trending towards playing. But yet again, remember, pay attention to the injury report on Wednesday. There could be some late pop-ups for some particular guys on both sides. All right, now when you're looking at this game here, Texans and Jets, everyone is absolutely sick of the New York Jets, as you can see here. After that Buffalo game, people thought that the Pittsburgh game was a must-win. They falter in that one. After that New England game, they were minus 350 favorites, the Jets. Everyone assumed this is a must-win. They got to win this game. They faltered again. 5-game losing streak here for the New York Jets. On the Texans side, they've looked strong 4 out of the last 5, but they are dealing with some undercover issues. As you can see, they lost 2 of their starting wide receivers, and the catalyst of this offense has been the running game. It's been Joe Mixon. It hasn't been very, very effective, meaning yards per carry wise. He's not blowing it out the water. He's just very consistent. All right. So that's going to be a key factor in this one. All right. If we're looking at fantasy points allowed to opposing running backs here, the Jets are 12th overall, 101 yards per game, 4.1 yards to carry. The yardage total is what you worry about a little bit. But the Texans aren't far behind. They've given up 82 yards a game and the same amount yards per carry. This is going to be Breece Hall going up against Joe Mixon here. And with all the injuries to the wide receivers for the Texans, this makes the Texans offense more one-sided and more predictable. And that's going to benefit the defense of the New York Jets that has struggled in some points, all right? They have not looked like the dominant selves that we've seen in the past 2 seasons. The benefit for the Jets in this game is the defense on the Texan side of the ball. They have issues stopping wide receivers and quarterbacks. If we're looking at Houston Texans right here against opposing wide receivers, 27th in the league, but they're not really giving up many touchdowns. So 1.4 touchdowns per game, but almost 150 yards a game to that wide receiver position. You already see this Aaron Rodgers and Garrett Wilson connection is getting stronger and stronger with the addition of Davante Adams. Since Davante Adams is the guy that's going to get more of the focus, you're leaving an elite talent in Garrett Wilson in better situations, and I think they can build off that. We saw it in the previous game. I think they can build off that in this one here and have a nice 1-2 punch of Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall in this game. And as you can see, against opposing quarterbacks as well, the Texans defense is struggling. 22nd overall, 17th in the red zone, almost 200 yards passing, and 2 TDs, solidified 2 TDs that they're giving up per game to opposing quarterbacks. So Aaron Rodgers, if he's going to feel comfortable and get this run game going, there is a positive sign here for the New York Jets, despite the fact everyone is counting them out. And you're looking at this line here, and this is the biggest part. All right, this is reverse line movement. This line opened for the New York Jets as underdogs. Right now, most books have this line as -2, -2.5. All right, there's almost 3 full points that this line has gone in the direction of the Jets, but we have 95% of the money on the Texans and 86% of the point spread on the Texans. This is an absolute trap. You do not take the Texans and you take the Jets in this game on Halloween. I'm telling you, it's going to be some crazy stuff. Spooky things are going to happen, and the Jets are going to come through on Halloween finally. Do not fall into this trap. This is when we have a public and sharp underdog, you full avoid. We should have done it in that game with Minnesota and the Rams. That was another one that I'm usually on. But we back, baby. We back. We're going to be on this one here. We're full fading the Texans. Give me the Jets on the money line. Give me the Jets to cover. And I like the Jets offense in this game to get clicking. Give me the over on the 42. Let me know in that comment section down below if you're going to agree, if you're going to disagree. I expect a debate down below because everyone has thrown the Jets to the side. But I'm telling you right now, don't do it. Don't do it. Very familiar, very similar situation. 2 years back, same day on Halloween, the Jets versus the Bengals. The Jets had Mike White at the quarterback, and what happened? Everyone counted him out. Mike White and the New York Jets come up with a big upset against the Cincinnati Bengals on Halloween. This is just our day. It's just our day. We are 5-2 in Halloween games. We're just a very good team. So I'm telling you right now, money line on the Jets. My Jets to cover that 1.5 and the over on 42. This your boy Chef D. Make sure you guys sign up to that Patreon link down below. You click on it, you're getting access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. This your boy Chef D. Peace out.